Hello again, my dear friend. If you're here with me today, chances are you're in the second half of life. Maybe you're in your 60s, your 70s, or even beyond. And let me say right from the heart, it's a beautiful thing. You've lived, you've loved, you've laughed and maybe cried, and you're still here, still standing. That's something worth honoring. Now, today I want to talk to you about something a bit unusual, something you might even feel shy about admitting. Talking to yourself. Yes, you heard me right. That thing you do sometimes in the kitchen. That quiet murmur when you misplace your keys. That little conversation you have while gardening or folding laundry. You may think it's strange. You may even think it's a sign of losing it. But what if I told you that science now shows talking to yourself, especially in later life, can actually help you live longer, think more clearly, and feel emotionally stronger? I'm not joking. And I'm not just speaking as a doctor. I'm speaking as someone who does it too. So let's sit together for a little while. Let's explore why seniors who talk to themselves might just be giving themselves one of the best medicines of all. The medicine of mindful self-connection. 1. The brain listens when you talk to yourself. Let's start with the science. Our brain is like a highly trained assistant. It listens to everything we say. And when you speak out loud, especially in your own voice, something magical happens. Your brain processes the information more deeply. In fact, researchers at the University of Michigan found that speaking to yourself out loud helps improve memory, concentration, and emotional control. It's like hearing your own inner coach. It grounds you. It helps you stay focused. Imagine this. You're walking into a room and say, "Okay, I'm going to grab my glasses and make tea." Your brain hears that and locks in task. You're less likely to get distracted or forget why you walked in there. Simple? Yes, but powerful. This technique is even used in professional sports. Elite athletes talk to themselves to stay focused under pressure. So why shouldn't you? 2. It's a form of emotional release. You know how sometimes it feels like the world is too heavy? Bills, health worries, loneliness, the news. Sometimes we carry these things quietly for too long. And when we do, they build up like steam in a kettle with no whistle. Talking to yourself gives that steam a way out. You can say things out loud like, "Today was tough, but I got through it. I'm feeling anxious, but I've felt this before and I'll be okay. This situation is frustrating, but I'll figure it out. This isn't weakness. This is strength. It's self-awareness. It's emotional hygiene." Think of it like this. If you had a friend going through something difficult, you'd talk to them kindly, right? Why not do the same for yourself? 3. It reduces loneliness. Yes, really. Let's be honest. Aging can be lonely sometimes. Maybe a spouse has passed. Maybe the children are busy with their own lives. Friends move away. Some days, it feels like the phone never rings. But here's what I've learned after talking with hundreds of seniors. Talking to yourself can bring comfort, not in a crazy way, in a deeply human way. It's a reminder that you are still here, that your thoughts matter, that your voice matters. And when you hear yourself speak, when you express feelings, remember moments, tell jokes even, it reconnects you to you. Many older adults report feeling less alone when they talk to themselves regularly. It's a way of companioning yourself, a way of saying, "I'm not invisible. I'm not done yet." 4. It helps organize your thoughts. As we get older, our minds are like well-lived-in homes, full of memories, wisdom, and yes, sometimes clutter. Talking out loud helps sort the clutter. Have you ever talked yourself through a to-do list? Or gone over your medication schedule out loud? That's your brain organizing. That's your mind taking action. Psychologists call this verbal processing. It's incredibly effective, especially for seniors who may be dealing with mild cognitive changes. It gives your thoughts structure. It helps prevent overwhelm. And here's a bonus. It improves problem solving. When you talk out loud, you're more likely to come up with creative solutions to everyday challenges. 5. It builds a stronger relationship with yourself. Now, I want to say something you may not hear often enough. You deserve kindness, especially from yourself. One of the most powerful things I've witnessed as a doctor is what happens when an older adult learns to speak to themselves gently, not with criticism, but with compassion. Instead of saying, "I'm so forgetful," "I'm useless now," "I'm just a burden," they learn to say, "I may forget sometimes, but I'm doing my best. I still have value, wisdom, and love to give. I'm growing older, not irrelevant." Talking to yourself kindly builds self-respect. It rebuilds confidence. And in a world that often ignores the elderly, that self-affirmation can be life-saving. 6. The science of longevity and mental resilience. Recent studies from universities in the US and Europe are now showing clear connections between positive self-talk and longer lifespan. Why? Because people who practice self-directed speech have lower levels of stress hormones, experience fewer depressive symptoms, sleep better, have stronger immune responses, and maintain better cognitive health well into their 80s and 90s. In short, talking to yourself can literally rewire your brain to age better. It's free. It's always available. And you already know how to do it. 7. How to start if you're not used to it. If you're new to this, don't worry. It doesn't have to be dramatic. Here are a few ways to begin gently. Morning check-in. When you wake up, say, "How am I feeling today?" Then answer honestly. Mirror talk. Look in the mirror and say something kind. It can feel strange at first, but keep going. Out loud lists. Say your plans for the day out loud. Okay, breakfast, then a walk, then reading. Encouragement. When something is hard, say, "You've done harder things. You've got this." Evening reflection. At night, tell yourself, "Thank you for getting me through another day." You don't have to perform. Just be real. Be honest. Be kind. Let me leave you with this. Aging isn't about fading away. It's about coming home to yourself. And sometimes the best conversations you'll ever have are not with your doctor or your children or your friends, but with yourself. So if you catch yourself talking aloud in the living room, if you find yourself whispering in the kitchen, if you say your thoughts softly before bed, don't feel embarrassed. Don't feel silly. Feel proud. You're giving yourself clarity. You're processing your emotions. You're building resilience. You're not losing it. You're finding a deeper part of yourself. And who knows, maybe the secret to a longer, happier life after 65 is simply this. Keep talking. You're still listening. Thank you for being here with me today. I hope this little talk has helped you feel seen, supported, and perhaps even inspired. And until we speak again, take good care of yourself. Speak kindly to yourself. You're worth it with all my heart.